Hi, I hope everyone is doing well. In today's video we'll be going through loci. Make sure you have a pen and paper ready to take down some notes. Make sure to stick around to the end as there are some questions for you to attempt. And if you want to find your way back to the channel, make sure to subscribe to stay up to date with everything related to your Maths GCSE. Let's get started. So what are loci? So loci, which is the plural of locus, are a series of points that obey certain conditions. There are 4 types you need to know. They are one point which creates a circle, one line which creates a running track, 2 points which creates a perpendicular bisector, and 2 lines which creates an angle bisector. Over the next few slides I will go through all of these in detail. So to construct lines you will need a ruler and compass. So for the first one, draw the locus of the point that is 5 centimeters from the fixed point P. So here we have the fixed point P. As you can see, this is 1 point and we want it 5 centimeters from this point. What you would do is you will measure out 5 centimeters in your compass, and all you would do is you would draw a circle, and this circle is 5 centimeters away from the point P. So we have drawn the locus of the point that is 5 centimeters from the fixed point P. The next one says draw the locus of the point that is 6 centimeters away from the line X. So in this one we have one line. What we are trying to do is find 6 centimeters away from it at any given time. What you do again, you would measure out 6 centimeters. What you need to understand is that the right side and the left side will be curved. So what you do is you draw an arc on the right, you draw a similar arc on the left, and then all you do is you join the 2 arcs together. And the locus is a rectangle with rounded corners. So make sure that the corners are rounded. If you do a straight lines, then you won't be fulfilling the condition that it is 6 centimeters away. So now we will go over a perpendicular bisector. A perpendicular bisector is a line which cuts a line segment into 2 equal parts at 90 degrees. So perpendicular is when 2 lines meet and create a 90-degree angle, and bisect, to bisect something, it means to cut it into 2 equal parts. Say for example we have these 2 points. We have point A and point B. And we are asked to draw a perpendicular bisector for this. What you would do is you will draw a line from A to B. Then the next step is you will make 2 equal arcs. Make sure the compass position doesn't move. You will put the point of the compass on A, and you need to make sure that the pencil is further than halfway through the line. You will draw 1 arc like this. And then making sure the compass position doesn't move, you'll put the point at B and draw your second arc. What you would do then is connect the intersections with a straight line. So this point and this point you'll connect with a straight line. Make sure to use a ruler and make sure that this line is straight. This line is the perpendicular bisector and contains all the points equidistant from A and B. Equidistant means equal distance apart. Always keep your construction lines. Make sure you do not rub out your construction lines as you will get marks for these. As you can see, we have created a right angle, so therefore this is the perpendicular bisector of the line segment AB. The next thing which we will look at is an angle bisector. An angle bisector is a line which bisects an angle into 2 equal angles. What you need to remember is the word bisect means to cut something into 2 equal parts. So we have these 2 lines. What you will be asked is to draw the angle bisector for these 2. So the first thing that you would do is draw an arc from the vertex. So the vertex is this point. What you need to do is make sure that the arc goes through both of the lines. The next step is to draw 2 more equal arcs from the intersections. What you need to make sure is that the compass does not move. You will draw 1 arc like this, and then you'll put the point at this intersection and draw another arc. The next step is you will join the intersection up to the vertex. So you will create a straight line from the vertex and it will go through the intersection as shown above. This line is the angle bisector and contains all points equidistant from both arms of the angle. Remember, always keep your construction lines. You will get marks for these construction lines, so make sure you do not rub them out. So the past few concepts hopefully were not too difficult. Now what you need to understand is combining loci. So generally you would have these type of questions in your exam. So look for the words shade the region to know it is a loci question. So anytime you hear or you see the word shade the region, you can assume that it is a loci question. The next step that you will do is for each of the statements given, decide if it is referring to 1 point, 2 points, 1 line or 2 lines, and so which construction you need to be doing. So you need to be strong in these 4 constructions, 1 point, 2 points, 1 line or 2 lines. The next step is if there is a scale given, use that carefully to decide how big to make any circle or running track. Generally it will say that 1 centimeter equals something meters, so make sure you take that into account. Once all loci are complete, reread the statements and use them to decide which region needs to be shaded. So remember, the question asks you to shade the region. So you need to shade something towards the end of the question. So here is a question for you to attempt. Please try copy it out as accurately as possible. Obviously on my screen it is not drawn accurately, or is not drawn to scale. And please have a go and we'll go through the answer on the next slide. Hopefully you had a chance to attempt the question. Let's go through the answer. So below is a scale drawing of a park. The scale is 1 centimeter to 2 meters. So this is the scale. So we need to make sure that this is highlighted before we answer the question. A play area is going to be built. The play area must be more than 4 meters from the road and it must be more than 6 meters from the pond. Shade the region where the play area can be built. So as we see the word shade the region, we know it is a loci type question. So let's go through this one by one. The play area must be more than 4 meters from the road. So as you can see, the road is marked over here. What you would do is, as it is 4 meters, if you know that 2 meters is equal to 1 centimeter, then you know that 4 meters is equal to 2 centimeters. So the play area must be 2 centimeters away from the road, which is indicated by this red dotted line. The next piece of information is it must be more than 6 meters from the pond. So if it is 6 meters and the scale is 1 centimeter to 2 meters, you know that it has to be 3 centimeters away. So as this is a point, you know that it will be a circle. So you draw a circle which is 3 centimeters away from the pond, which is shown by this red line here. The final part of this question is to shade the region where the play area can be built. So you need to include a shaded region as shown by these grey lines. So for this type of question, make sure you look for the scale factor. Make sure you look for each part of the question, whether it is 1 point, 2 points, 1 line or 2 lines. And then the final step is to shade the region as required. So for a summary of what we have gone through today, we have gone through what a loci is, and there are 4 types that you need to know. 1 point, 1 line, 2 points, 2 lines. We have gone through what a perpendicular bisector is. It is a line which cuts a line segment into 2 equal parts at 90 degrees. We have gone through what an angle bisector is, a line which bisects an angle into 2 equal angles. And the final step that we have gone through is combining loci, and we need to look for the word shade the region to know that it is an loci type question. I hope you have been able to benefit, and if you have, please share with others so they can also benefit. Make sure you practice with this section. The more you get used to drawing loci, the better you will become at it. Hopefully I'll see everyone safe and sound for the next one, and as always, take care of yourselves.